God has revealed something shocking about certain people in your life today. You've been wondering why some individuals always need to be the center of attention, and it's not just personality traits, it's a divine revelation about how they maintain control over others. God is showing you that these attention seekers have hidden motives that go much deeper than what appears on the surface. They maintain control through attention, but deep down, they're desperately afraid and empty inside. This message comes with divine wisdom to help you see through their performances and protect yourself from their emotional manipulation and constant demands for your energy. As you hear these words, know that God sees how these attention-seeking controllers drain your peace and steal your energy. It's normal to feel confused about why certain people always need drama, crisis, or to be the focus of every conversation. But remember that divine wisdom is revealing their true nature to you. This warning is your chance to understand their manipulation and turn emotional exhaustion into spiritual protection. You're receiving this revelation because there's still time to recognize their patterns and guard your energy. Even when these people seem helpless or needy, trust that this divine insight is a blessing, because understanding their real motives helps you make choices that preserve your spiritual strength and emotional well-being, instead of being constantly drained by their endless need for attention. As you think about these attention-demanding people in your life, take time to examine how you feel after spending time with them. Just like a phone battery shows when it's being drained, this divine warning helps you see how these controllers use attention as their weapon to deplete your spiritual energy. Hold on to your natural compassion and desire to help others, but let go of the obligation to constantly feed their need for drama and focus. Just like a theater spotlight follows the main actor everywhere, these people demand that all conversations, situations, and emotions revolve around them and their endless problems. This warning isn't meant to make you heartless, but to transform your understanding, making you wiser about who deserves your precious time and energy. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is stop being the audience for someone else's constant performance and redirect your attention toward people who give back the same energy they receive from you. This revelation about attention-seeking controllers is more than just insight about difficult people. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey toward emotional freedom. It's a time for you to connect with divine discernment and find the courage to see past their performances to their true intentions. Face this message with clear eyes, knowing that genuine need looks very different from manufactured crisis designed to control your focus. There's a loving plan at work in your life, and sometimes that plan includes recognizing when someone's constant emergencies are actually manipulation tactics. These people might continue creating drama and demanding attention, but see these revelations as chances to grow spiritually stronger. Every boundary you set with attention seekers becomes a lesson that makes you wiser about human nature and more protective of your divine energy. When dealing with these controllers feels overwhelming, reach out in prayer for continued discernment. God is always here to give you clarity, wisdom, and permission to stop participating in their endless, attention-seeking games. In your prayers, you'll find the strength you need to recognize manipulation disguised as need and choose relationships that honor your energy instead of draining it constantly. As we've discussed recognizing these attention-seeking controllers, I'd like to help prepare you for more divine revelations about manipulative people as well. If these messages about seeing through emotional manipulation resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to receive more spiritual warnings about people who drain your energy and control through attention-seeking behavior. Pay attention to clear signs that someone controls you through attention-seeking behavior. These aren't just personality quirks, they are divine clues sent specially to help you recognize emotional manipulation. As you interact with these people, Notice how they always have a crisis that needs your immediate focus. You might observe that their emergencies happen right when you have good news to share. Their illnesses appear when you need support, or their drama escalates whenever attention shifts away from them. You might notice how they interrupt conversations to redirect focus back to their problems, how they create chaos during peaceful moments, or how they always have a bigger problem than whatever you're experiencing. These aren't coincidences, they're calculated moves to maintain control of your emotional energy. Trust your gut feelings about these attention-seeking patterns. That exhausted feeling after talking to them is your connection to divine wisdom, warning you about their true intentions. When you find yourself dreading their calls, feeling drained after every interaction, or noticing that conversations always end up being about them regardless of how they started, that's God showing you their manipulation tactics. These intuitive moments are spiritual protection, revealing exactly how they use attention as a tool to control your time, emotions, and energy. Notice these patterns, honor what your spirit is telling you, and let this awareness guide your future. Interactions. Remember, you're not alone in dealing with these attention-seeking controllers. God is with you, surrounding you with wisdom and protection as you learn to recognize their manipulation tactics. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to open your eyes to the truth about these energy drains. This revelation about attention seekers is designed to free you, not to make you suspicious of everyone, and every part of this spiritual awakening is under divine guidance. Feel thankful for this eye-opening message, for it shows how much God values your peace and energy. Each step you take toward recognizing these patterns brings you closer to the emotional freedom and authentic relationships you deserve. The universe protects your spirit from those who would exploit your kindness for their endless need for attention and drama. Divine love shields you from people who see your compassion as something to be consumed rather than appreciated, and nothing can force you to participate in their attention-seeking performances once you see them clearly. Divine timing, God's perfect schedule, is working in your situation with these controllers right now. When you receive this revelation about attention-seeking manipulation at exactly the moment when you're ready to see the truth, that's sacred timing protecting your energy. These moments show you're connected to God's plan for your emotional healing, living in harmony with divine guidance even when dealing with difficult people. As these patterns become clearer in your relationships, let them build your confidence in your spiritual discernment. Each recognition confirms you're being guided toward healthier connections with people who don't demand constant attention and create endless drama. Pay attention to these revelations and trust their message about emotional manipulation. They aren't random relationship problems. They're part of a loving plan to free you from people who use attention-seeking as their method of control. Keep your heart open to these divine insights about manipulative behavior. The more you recognize these patterns, the clearer your path toward authentic relationships becomes. Just as you receive these divine revelations about attention-seeking controllers, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others who are being drained by manipulative people. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these important warnings about emotional manipulation to reach those who feel trapped by people who control through constant attention, seeking, drama, and manufactured crises just like you've experienced in your own relationships. As you prepare to set boundaries with these attention-seeking controllers, believe that this challenge can lead to amazing spiritual growth and emotional freedom. Just like a garden grows healthier when attention-hungry weeds are removed, your spirit gets stronger when you stop feeding manipulative people's constant need for drama and focus. God arranges these revelations perfectly, even when recognizing manipulation in people you care about feels uncomfortable at first. Focus on strengthening your spiritual discernment, because that inner wisdom is what protects you from emotional vampires who disguise their control as neediness. When you stay true to your boundaries and keep your heart open to authentic connections, wonderful changes begin inside you. Relationships based on mutual respect and genuine care start flourishing in your life, instead of relationships that revolve around one person's endless need for attention. Every step you take toward honoring your own energy brings you closer to the peace you deserve. Relationships where you're valued, not just used as a source of constant attention and emotional supply for someone else's ego. As you prepare to protect yourself from these attention-seeking controllers, make it a habit to say, "I see through manipulation to truth" every morning. Speak these words with complete confidence in your spiritual discernment. This simple practice builds a wall of awareness around you that their attention-seeking games cannot penetrate. When they start their familiar patterns of crisis and drama, pause for a moment before responding. Use this time to ask yourself if this is genuine need or manufactured emergency designed to capture your focus. Trust that God is giving you wisdom to distinguish between real problems and attention-seeking manipulation. Begin each day thanking Him for opening your eyes to these controlling behaviors. When you fill your thoughts with clarity and spiritual protection, you create space for relationships built on honesty rather than emotional manipulation. Your divine discernment becomes the key that locks the door against people who want to feast on your attention and energy. Practice saying no to their constant demands without guilt, knowing that protecting your energy is protecting what God has given you. During this awakening about attention-seeking controllers, you're not just protecting yourself personally, but also becoming someone who can help others recognize these same manipulation patterns. This experience offers you a chance to show God's wisdom by teaching others about emotional boundaries. Each day gives you new opportunities to share what you've learned about people who control through attention and help friends who might be trapped by similar manipulators. As you pray for continued discernment and connect with God's truth, remember to reach out to those who understand these challenging relationship dynamics. Your awareness can inspire and encourage others who might be giving away their precious energy to attention-seeking controllers. Use your story to bring light to someone else's confusion about manipulative people. Embrace each day as a chance to build authentic connections based on mutual respect, creating relationships where attention flows naturally both ways. In this journey toward healthier relationships, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through wisdom and understanding, creating a community that recognizes manipulation and chooses genuine connection instead. In closing, as we face the truth about these attention-seeking controllers and what they really are deep down, let's move forward with divine wisdom and clear boundaries. Be prepared to welcome God's protection from emotional manipulation, face their attention-seeking games with calm strength, and recognize the peace that comes from preserving your energy for worthy people. Trust in the power of prayer and divine discernment about controlling individuals. You are on a path to emotional freedom, surrounded by God's wisdom about human nature. Keep saying, "I see through manipulation to truth," and watch as these controllers lose their power over your attention and energy. If this message has helped you recognize attention-seeking controllers in your life, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine revelations about manipulative people. Hit the notification bell so you never miss spiritual warnings about those who drain your energy. When you share this message, you help others escape from emotional manipulation. Each person who receives this warning through you becomes part of your legacy of spiritual protection and awareness. Dear Lord, please give us wisdom to recognize attention-seeking manipulation and the strength to protect our energy from those who would drain it for their own purposes. Amen If this message has opened your eyes to controlling behavior you hadn't recognized before, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine revelations with others who need protection from emotional manipulators. Please share in the comments your experiences with attention-seeking controllers, or what spiritual topics about recognizing manipulation you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the divine discernment you need most.